so quiet and peaceful and foggy. You can bet we are not in Guanacaste. Just so hot, we couldn't stand it at all, and so we just took off out of there, and by the end of the day we were here up at the area of Volcan Poas, P-O-A-S. And this here is such a totally different climate. It's such a great example of the microclimates in Costa Rica, how within a few hours you can go through 3 different climates and see so many different kinds of vegetation and everywhere. And here last night when we got here, it was really cold. People were wearing toques and jackets, and I've got my hoodie on today. It's actually not that cold. It's probably close to 20 degrees, but the fog in the air is just so thick and heavy, and everything has that feeling of humidity. This would be a fantastic area to live, but I don't know if I could deal with the constant humidity and the clouds. I'm sure there's days where you get stunning views of the valley and the volcano, which I think is actually a few miles away, but at this point you can't see any further than a couple 100 feet. And I think that was the message of this trip, is basically just taking that opportunity to really visit the climates hands-on, and which we did. And now we have a much stronger idea about well, where we want to be. The same thing as before, what I knew, but I just feel even more so now that I'm ready to head back to our area in the mountains of Cartago and Turrialba. So before we take off of here, let's go for a tour, because these guys are making, this is actually a really popular area for growing strawberries, and right here on this hotel property, they have their own hydroponic strawberry production going on, so I really want to go check that out. Look how beautiful that is, just like back home. A lot of the strawberries we see here are sold like this, half white, but these are just coming to few beautiful ripeness. And this is a technique here that is very often used in Costa Rica and in the mountains, basically to not to keep off the heat necessarily, but I think oftentimes it's to keep off the rain, especially if these guys are being fed hydroponically. They don't need rain, they need to keep dry to keep them from getting moldy or rotting. And look, these leaves are pretty healthy. Here's a couple wonky ones, of course. This is a huge system. There's somebody down there working. These are beautiful. I don't know where they sell them, but I know in the restaurant they made their own strawberry jam, and it was delicious. There's the hotel, the restaurant and event center up there, and we were staying in these little cabins over here. So cool, pretty nice. I think this place is called Las Hortensias. And so if you're in the Poas Volcan area, definitely this is a beautiful place to come check out. They got hot water, they got internet, they got free breakfast. Hey Olive, you ready to hit the road? All right, let's go. It's finally a beautiful morning. It's sunny and it's gonna be a nice warm day, and it feels like it's been the first sun for like 3 or 4 days that we've had since we left Poas Volcano. And well, we're back in our area of where we've been settled for the past 8 months, and we decided to come back here and rent a house for a short term. So we agreed to rent this house for 3 months. And yeah, that's okay. I feel like I'm a little bit discouraged because if we rent we need somewhere to live for 3 months for the time while we're finding our dream property, our dream home, if it exists here. So here she is. Here is our temporary home. This driveway for me is problematic. It's not super steep, but the problem for me is that there's nowhere to turn around. Very, very small space to turn around. And yesterday we came and turned around here and got stuck and I had to get the neighbor to pull us out. So not really a good start. The house itself is pretty cute. I will say that it was only 100,000 colones per month. So that's about 250 American dollars per month. Bars everywhere, which is kind of normal. Here's the front room. Started moving our stuff in. This is the bathroom sink. And there's no thing to turn it on and off, so we asked her to fix that. Here's the bathroom, the shower, which I tested for hot water before and I actually got a shock. These things here, like I mentioned before, are kind of weird. Here's one bedroom here. It's kind of dark now because it's getting close to the end of the day, but the windows are nice. Another bedroom here. And down the hall here, another shoddy kind of skylight. It looks like there's a bee's nest up there. This kind of area. And voila, the kitchen. Kitchen and dining room, maybe. Once again, typical Costa Rica. It's all open. We're gonna plug in our stove somewhere, and our stove is gas, so everyone has a propane tank. 2 sinks. I guess this one traditionally would be more for laundry or your washing sink, your wash tub. Yeah. Temporary, I say. I'm feeling burnt out a little bit. I feel like this place is okay for temporary. My mom is concerned that we might end up here for more time than we think. I want to make sure we don't stay here for, we are going to sign a contract for 3 months, and we're going to sign a contract for 3 months here, and I want to make sure it doesn't go on any longer than that, just because I'm so anxious to get our own place and to go on with our lives. And here, the situation here, well, there's no internet here. So, you know, potentially up to 3 months with no internet. And one of the things is that she doesn't want the dogs in the house. So, well, we negotiated that the dogs will be in the house, but when we leave the house, they will be kept outside. So we're gonna build a dog pen here. The owner of the house offered to purchase the material to build a dog pen, but we are gonna pay the labor to have it done. We're just gonna build them a pen outside when we're not here. They're gonna have to stay in the pen. It's gonna have a roof on it. They'll be protected from the weather and the elements. There where you see our nice neighbors. They're quiet so far. Don't give me no trouble down there. It's more like my dog going through the fence to chase them. So hopefully the owner of the house, which lives just up there around the corner, hopefully she doesn't get too upset with us. But she wanted us to go into a contract for 3 months. I'd rather pay 1 month at a time just to make sure that everything works out. I don't want to get into a situation where we have to pay for 3 months and then after a month it's not working out for some reason. I'm pretty nervous about it. But my mom wants to feel a little bit of security, and I totally understand that, and I want to feel security as well. I just don't want to get trapped into a situation that's not good for us. So for now, here we are, and we'll see how it goes, 1 day at a time or 1 month at a time. Pura vida. See you next time.